Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Mini, your true nerd, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, where, well, for whom the bell tolls for quite a few people in our empire. This is pretty much our darkest day. Scalpite is dead, Ulcers is dead, the man who served us was disbanded and then came back to serve us again is sadly no flipping more. The vermintide is coming and has already claimed 2 of our generals and 2 big armies. In fact, we're really running out of armies. In fact, it's moments like this I'm glad I actually did invest in redundant military infrastructure, because it means down here I can actually keep on building quickly. I can start building new armies because, well, there's still 17 turns to go and I'm getting the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Speaking of which, I've got 29 flipping thousand gold right now. Thanks to the fact that I've just, I've freed up some money by the fact that everyone's, like, dead. So, probably, I ought to invest in some more stuff. The problem is... Ooh. Yeah, at the Sentinel of Time, I can't train much here. These guys, I can actually train over here. I can train... Yeah, I've actually got the ability to have catapults and warp lightning cannons over here. But here, sadly, unless I'm willing to pay for global, that's not going to fly, though. Ooh. To be honest, I should be willing to pay for global. That should help speed things up a little bit. What do I need more of? If I don't have Storm Vermin, honestly, I'm kind of struggling to see the point of Sword and Shield Storm Vermin. Like, okay, fine. I get that, like, these guys do have higher melee attack and higher melee defense and higher weapon strength and whatever, but these guys have armor piercing, which is really important, and also anti-large. And these guys have got... What have they even got? It's just like armored and shielded. Okay, you've got bronze class shields. Great, you can block 35% of small arms fire. These guys can't, but they've got the same armor at 95. So, I kind of feel like you'd always want halberds and never want Storm Vermin, Sword and Shield, unless literally what you knew you were going to be doing would be charging into indirect fire. Like if I was invading Ulthuan and knew I'd be going up against tons of just basic archers, then maybe Storm Vermin, Sword and Shield would be useful. But even then, I'd probably just have like one at the front to draw the fire and have them backed up by the halberds instead, because that just strikes me as better. Yeah, keep them in production. So that's going to be 6 of them total to only 2 Sword and Shield. That's pretty good. What else can I do? I can just get, you know what, more flipping bombardiers. Bombardiers are great. And then I may as well flipping just get more of these guys in. Screw it. How am I going to get more? Do I just need more of these? I mean, 3 and 3 is probably fine. Probably it's best just to have more of a, more of a front line. Just get some extra sword and shield in. They're not bad. And then, after that point, there's 3 spots available. Now, I could have... Ooh... Okay, in 3 turns I could have Plague Claw, then this will be a full stack army. What else can I make in 2, or possibly even 1, that might be a useful addition? Honestly, not much. It's a shame I should have done this earlier. In which case, probably the best thing to do is actually have the global training happening over here. But this place can actually train locally these things, and this is... Pustin's only just started, so presumably he's... Why are you not allowed to... Hang on, wait, he's... Okay, he's mustering, yeah. Why is he not allowed? Globe recruitment only available when garrisoned, or... He is garrisoned! He's blatantly... Okay, fine, for some reason I'm not allowed to. Okay, let's just get this guy done as quickly as possible, alright? The only way this guy can get in his army, Plague Claw Catapult, is by doing it indirectly. So screw it, we'll do that. Fine. So in 3 turns, that's going to be a full stack army. Hopefully this guy will be allowed to global recruit. No, he won't, because I've just filled up most of the slots. He'll be able to global recruit once here. He can locally recruit, though, so that's fine. Okay, more armies coming in. In fact, screw it. We need even more armies than that. We've got Scroll Cup here, including... Oh, okay. We can't lose this army, because Alchemist Bark is... Actually, no, Alchemist Bark's immortal. Alchemist Bark... Wait. He'd be killed in action... Okay, so he would be wounded even if he was killed in battle, because it clearly says, but if the entire army was lost, then... Ooh, I don't know. Right, what else can we give you at this point? I could just increase arms dealer for ammunition up. Honestly, ammunition doesn't feel like a big problem, but... Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, or I could give him... Crack's cool. No, get arms dealer up. Just get more ammunition, because we might be taking on multiple armies, so the extra ammo might be of use. Lord Scroll, level 33. What do we have here? That's a full stack army. That's a badly damaged one. if we feel like we could just take that out, we could just walk in, smash these guys. But before we do that, Itza. Okay, Itza is another one of my local training facilities. Itza has the ability to train... It can't train gutter runners, that's fine. But it can train... Okay. It can't train that much of use, unfortunately. And Chaka's been lost. Alright, screw it. Just train a new lord here. Because a new lord is fine. A new lord is a good thing. What have we got here? Sneaky, ambush up, sharp claws, but you're... not that useful, sharp teeth. Yeah, I just want more warlords. Vectique, perceptive, campaign line of sight. Screw it, he's loyal, he's level 4, it'll do. So you, get in there, get in the city, level 4, and just inspiring presence, tail weapon, and blade master. ×1. Just for the sake of you being able to fight on the walls. Alright, he'll add significantly to the fight on the walls. What are you allowed to locally recruit here? Oh. Okay, possibly the local recruitment facilities here aren't quite as good as I'd hoped for, to be honest. I mean, you could get plague monks. They'll do a decent job on the walls, and they're available in just 1, which is quite useful. So, gutter runners slingers, actually on the wall. Hang on, okay, what's actually in Itza? In Itza, we've already got a ton of infantry, gutter runners, rat ogres, some plague claw catapults. Yeah, just some backup light infantry or some skirmishers to provide a bit of extra firepower would not be the worst thing in the world. So I'm going to give him 2 units of plague claw, and I know this is not the best army at all, but it's going to have to do the flipping job. Extra slingers for the walls, because slingers on the walls do a surprisingly good job if we have to defend ourselves, and... Okay, more Plague Monks. Plague Monks, they hit over their weight. They're okay versus infantry. They'll do a competent enough job. It'll be able to hold off this army at bare minimum. Abso-flipping-lutely. What's this force over here? Morphage took some light damage. This guy's fine. Okay, this feels like it's close to being under control, especially as we just keep throwing more armies. I've got to clear this siege, though. And if I want to clear this siege, 1, Sheaf is going to need himself to be upgraded. First, your priest over here. What can we give you? Yeah, miscast chance so I can overcharge plague if need be. And you, my good man, keep it moving up as well. I could give you rally, or I could make you... or blastmaster. It's got to be the reload time down for, yeah, these lads. Wait, do you even have those lads? I don't think you've... No, you don't even have those lads. Okay. If I charge now, he is going to be weak. But, okay, I think we can just march in and just take her out, however, and then we can eat up to strength a little bit. Because the situation around here is, yeah, this person's the one that needs to actually be taken out. You're the lizard man person. Okay, let's start clearing these bastards out here. So, yeah, we can easily handle this. Auto-resolve that one. That's fine. So that's that army out of the way. We only lost 91. Quite frankly, that's good. 3 food. Eat up for a little bit of extra strength just to keep us going. That's an extra 5% and 4,000 gold. Okay, we now have an army here. Also, you are now confident attacker. Excellent. That intervention force is taken care of, and it can't show up again. That's marvellous. What the heck are we going to do now? Can we move straight onto this force? Actually, yes. Yes, we can, because this force, we've got the backup from the city. So, screw it. Yeah, that's fine. In all fairness, this is basically nothing but cavalry. There's not a desperately interesting army here, so I'm happy to auto-resolve that one as well. That clears that out of the way. 9%, that's going to be plenty more food. In fact, are we at 100% now? Yeah, we're at 100%, and we're getting a lot of money off this as well. Not that we really need it, but it's fine. Eat those guys. Okay, help it attendant number. I think that was... We also got another one a minute ago. I think that was, what, 18 and 19? In which case, can we move straight on to this guy? I think we can. Yes, indeed we can. Right. Clear that out. Good. We've cleared out Oixel. Oixel is now back under our control. Just eat them. Do indeed eat them. Predat is also dead. Right. Crown of Command. I think we've got 4 of them as well. Plan Buster. Okay. That force is dead. You have probably leveled up like once or twice. May as well just kind of keep getting your magic ticking up if it can't do already. What can we give you? Ooh, a plague furnace. That sounds fun. I don't know what this does, but it sounds hilarious, so screw it. You're getting a plague furnace. Yes. And as for you, yeah, just cap out Blastmaster. Fine. So at this point, this army should now probably... Do I want to immediately have it running north? Or, oh, you leveled up again. Sorry, my mistake. You've got another point beyond that. What do I want to give you? You've got to be ready to have... Yeah, you've got to be ready to have rally at this point. Lovely. Do I want to rest, or do I want you to start moving? I mean, Oixel is under control at this point. You're 100% loyal. Do I need you barreling up towards Itza? It probably wouldn't be a bad idea, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, screw it. And the question is the fastest way to do it. The fastest way to do it will probably be for me to move to here and then use the underway to get over to here next turn. So if I'm about here, that'll probably be fine. We'll be close enough to full strength next turn. That'll do. Okay. Oixel, clear. New armies being trained in a flipping hurry in this part of the world. So we've got tons of flipping armies coming in as quick as you like. And I feel like these are going to be needed yet. Is everywhere else well protected? Yeah. There's just walls everywhere. Walls flipping everywhere. It's fine. Quetzal could ideally do with some proper actual just military infrastructure. So I could actually train some, you know, storm vermin locally at Itza. But let's not worry about that for now. For now, priority number one is this guy's training some staff and might have to come out and fight this guy. But that's fine. Now there's a leader inside the city. He can sally forth with the garrison as backup if this guy is stupid enough to attack next turn, which he might well be. This guy can't get to here. And if this guy's actually going over to Quetax, screw it, I don't care about Quetax. It'll just give me time to regroup. In which case, Lord Skrolk, you need to clear out this. They've only got one catapult. And there's a fair few clan rats in there. Quite a few. And death runners. Which unsupported. And slingers. Yeah. I think we can pull that one off. Fine. Let's get Skrolk out there. This is going to be the point where we break the back of the vermintide. Except apparently, the other guy isn't actually in range. Possibly the other guy is... Is the other guy going to be potentially, like, underground or something? I'm genuinely not sure. Screw it. Apparently, we're able to ambush this guy. Ah, it's because we're ambushing him. Oh, spot on. Gotta love ambushing. Good. That works for me. In which case, let's clear out this guy. And if I do it myself, I can do it a bit more carefully. But if I do have the opportunity to get my Silver Chevron lads a bit of experience and get them up to gold, all the flipping better. Let's do this. Alright, where are they and which direction are they going in? We got this guy at the front. Over here. Yeah, they are marching in this direction. Where's their artillery? Their artillery is at the rear. Together with their monster and the warp fire throwers and the poison wing globadiers. So I would potentially suggest that starting over here and basically just knackering all of this immediately would not be the worst thing in the world. Or we could just say, leave this at the back, screw it, we'll grab that later, and instead actually just come over in this direction, drop on the hill up here, and just basically just start pelting down. That probably wouldn't be... Yeah, that would probably be a decent idea, actually. If we just kind of basically go over here. Hang on, let's just draw up all of our flipping everything in this sort of a position and see how this all does. That would be... See, that's already well within range. That's the problem. Like, if I want to attack them, I'd rather attack them from a point where... Though, actually, if they're coming one at a time, that does kind of work for me, yes. Yeah, there's a nice gap here, isn't there? There's a nice gap of these guys at the rear. So if I just basically draw up all my lads at the back here, and then just basically draw up a nice line of poison wing globadiers and whatever in front of them, that will probably work. Let's just kind of zoom in here just to make sure you guys have actually got a decent shot. You don't. You need to be a little bit further forward, to be honest. Like, the catapults are fine. We're just going to make sure the warp lightning cannon actually has direct line of sight, because that thing fires in a straight line. So that thing ideally needs to be a little bit further forward. Just move you a little bit further up. A little bit further up here. That is probably fine. Yeah, that'll be alright. The other ones can be just a little bit further back, though. Also, apparently we've got reinforcements coming in. What are the reinforcements? I don't know, but whatever they are, hopefully they can take care of themselves. Presumably it's just the garrison from the town, but I don't think the garrison's particularly significant, so... Screw it, I guess we'll just take care of it. 13 magic I'll take, and then, yeah, basically we can just start pelting immediately. So all of you guys, you're all facing the right way. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be a-okay. Begin the battle. Everyone should start firing immediately. By the way, yep, you all are firing immediately. Have you realised I'm here yet? They have not realised I'm here yet, which is embarrassing because I'm about to start shooting you. And by the way, I think he's realised at this point. I think he's flipping realised. Here we go, and we've got... There we go. It's just a bunch of clan rats and stuff. That's fine. Honestly, if that draws the attention, that's absolutely flipping A-okay. So now we've got... let's just get their view of this, because they're having to march into all this business. Okay, you know what? What we need more than anything is I need this thing to target you. That's fine. But everyone else needs to be, like, kind of dotted around on a bit of everything. That's what we need here. Everyone else needs to just be dotted around to try and catch loads of different people. Speaking of which, let's just quickly group you bastards a little bit using a menace below. And he's going to try and take that out. And now we just basically hold these things still while all of our artillery comes in. And now, basically, we can just... Oh, they're actually going to be attacking their own lads too. That's just beautiful. That's just absolutely beautiful at this point. In comes the... Oh, dear. Oh, lads. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't working well for you at all, is it? This is not how you saw your day going when you got up this morning and had your Weetabix. Oh, no. Oh, they're already falling apart. Oh, dear. Oh, Skaven. Oh, this is no good in the slightest. Oh, dear. Oh, yes. Oh, this is nice. This I just like. This is just good stuff right flipping here. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Right, okay. I think probably the... Hang on, where's their leader gone? Is their leader just naffing off at this point? Where's he just flipping gone? I don't know. By the way, we can just make sure this doesn't get involved. Where is their leader? Where's he? Where is the flipping thing? Is it just managed to... Oh, no, they've just spawned some clan rats over here. Well, that's fine. One of you just gonna take care of this, please. Their leader is... Okay, that's a doom wheel over there. That's probably large, but don't worry about it. Instead, target the... Ah, there he is. There's Transform. He's at the back over there. Right. Let's not worry about him for the time being. Where's the monster? Where's the giant monster? There's the giant monster. Hasn't really been shot yet. Someone start shooting that. And as for you lads, probably turn your attention to the guys that haven't been, like, you know, hit yet, because they're the ones towards the front. So that's good. This is all looking very, very good indeed. In comes the flipping doom wheel. Tries to get involved. That's okay. Actually, just in case that is planning to actually cause some trouble for me, I'm just going to have these guys actually draw it ready for that. Because it looks like that's vaguely trying to flank. So let's just make sure these guys are all covered from a potential flank from a doom wheel. Nothing coming up on this side. Reinforcements aren't really getting involved at this point. In comes 10 bajillion more bits of artillery fire over here. The warp fire throwers need to reposition slightly. In fact, actually, you know what? Warp fire throwers, would you mind just seeing off these lads, please? I want you off skirmish mode, please. In comes the warp fire. And I imagine these guys are not going to be happy with that one little... Oh, that was clan rats with shields. They didn't like that. No. They weren't desperately keen on that at all. Turn some fire over there, please, if you'd be so kind. And let's just get rid of these lads. Oh, that's Death Runners. Oh, Death Runners have got very limited armor indeed. Oh, no. Oh, flipping dear. And now they are melting. Yeah, they didn't like that one little bit. So we can just basically keep taking those guys down. In comes a monster. The monster's not desperately keen on anything here. I don't know why you guys have actually got a little magic thing on you. You guys have been taken care of. Time to pull you back. My monster can basically head forward just to clear out anything that's not getting involved yet. But actually, you know what? We may as well... Okay, I know something's appeared. Let's just get you out of the way, please. Thank you. Is that the thing over there? Hang on, where's the... Gutter Runner Slingers, you say? Okay. Just take them out, please. Where's the doom wheel? Oh, the doom wheel fell over. I'm pretty sure that's the dead doom wheel right there. Well done, lads. Okay, and then in comes more warp... Oh, warp fire's just so good. Ah! I think their warp fire throwers finally got involved. Good. Well, that's intriguing. Okay, well, in that case, you've got some armor on you. Go and take care of them, please. And there's some poison wind globadiers as well. So you just take these guys out, please. I think Poison Wind Glove, they've got some, but not much in the way of armor. So my thing's going to go down there. In all fairness, anything that's now coming up is now being torn apart, and I'm pretty sure we're just about to trigger a mass rout there, because I'm seeing a few skulls starting to pop up. So this is all looking very, very good indeed. In comes... Oh! You decided to toast that one guy. My monster just basically barrels down the hill and wants to just start smashing some people, eating some people. What's going on over here, by the way? Have the ogres managed to track down... I'm just going to assume the ogres managed to get these guys down. Actually, no. Just about, actually. The ogres have just managed to get on top of the gutter runner slingers right now. What's actually left at this point? What's actually left is... the actual bell is still there. So, go on. As the monster, I think, at this point is pretty much now... Oh, hang on. Is it monster versus monster? It is monster versus monster. Nice. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, that's just my monster. That's just my monster. It's just sometimes it looks like two monsters because it's odd looking. In all fairness, my monster has bonus versus large. So, screw it. Just go for all of that at this point. And all the rest of you. Looks like there's still some stuff going on over here. Not much, but some. You just basically, yeah, lay down some fire on the Poison Wing Globadier, lads. These guys are already naffing off. Everyone else, whatever you feel like, really. If you guys actually just want to take out the Warp Fire Throwers, that'd be magnificent, because they're still, you know, alive. So that'd be fine. And in comes the... Come on, guys. I'm telling you to get involved here. I'm telling you to get involved. Get out of the way so these guys can do their jobs. And in comes... Oh! Hello! There's some guys over here. How long have we known about that? Because apparently there's just some guys over here. That's intriguing. Okay, Skrulk, would you mind actually, like, taking care of these guys? Yeah, that's a do. Just get rid of them, please. A nice big double charge thing. Just a nice plague for them. Yeah, I think that'll spook them a little bit. And somebody just get rid of them. Oh, my Warp Fire Throwers, get off them, please. You get away. Get away. I don't want you guys going down. Right, you guys have decided to stand in the middle of the plague. So, well done. That's good for you. One of you guys just turn your attention over here, because apparently there's still something over here that's not dead. So that's nice. What else do we have over here? Screw it. Just kind of toss some extra stuff in there. These guys are... What's even this? This is Death Runners who are tearing apart my Storm Vermin Halberds. Blimey heck. No joke. Right. Can you just get these guys down, please? And can someone else actually, like, help out? There you go. Just someone just get in there and... No, not melee. Not melee. You guys have flamethrowers. Like, that's kind of what we were going for there. So, use the flamethrower to chase them off. Yes? Yeah? Got it? I think they've got it. Right, okay. Enemy Lord just got wounded. I think my monster just basically... Oh, my monster smashed his bell. Oh, dear. That is sad. Right, at this point, everyone else, just basically, anyone who's got any flipping ammunition, just, like, stop what you're doing and just, like, fire at will. So, fire at will, please. Everyone just, like, fire at whatever you want. I want these guys got rid of pretty thoroughly. Because, yeah, we ambushed them successfully, and hopefully, if we eat them, we'll actually get most of this all back. Sadly, we don't have much in the way of Death Runners, so I can't really catch them effectively. I guess I could send... Oh, those are Gutter Runners. We'll never catch them. Those are Clan Rats. They're fast when they're breaking. Yeah, it's kind of hard to run down rats, unfortunately. You can blast them with artillery, though, so that'll do. Yep, nice decisive victory there. Let's have a look, see at the numbers. Numbers are... They've still got 500. We lost 300 to their 1,000. So that army is no longer an effective fighting force. Good. And I'd say once we eat them, we probably will be, because we'll get back... Oh, 20%. That's even better than I was hoping for. Nice. Eat them. That force is pretty screwed. Not quite dead yet, and we've also gained a Warp Energy Condenser that we absolutely don't need. Now we can move straight on to this guy, and hopefully pull both of them in. Yeah, this is just a tiny force, so I'm willing to auto-resolve that one. Get 11% of my health back there. So that force has now been also kind of chased off pretty aggressively there. A spell shield, didn't really need that either. And this force is almost back up to strength. Now the question is, at what point do I give up? And, ooh, actually, if I clear these guys out the way, I could make a run for Itza. I can't make it to Itza because this is as far as I can get even at March mode. But I could get close enough to Itza. What are you? You're damaged. You're probably the most dangerous thing still on the field. So, probably the best thing to do right now is clear you guys out, just keep auto-resolving these guys, and now we're starting to clear them up. And we can also eat up to health. Good. Mechanic, excellent. I swear we've got a few of them as well. Next up, do I dare take this guy on? Like, there's no point. He's already pretty crippled. The best thing I could do would be figure out where to go where Morphage can't get to me. And one of the answers is Quetzal. I could fall back to Quetzal, recharge for 1 turn, and then sally out again next time. Or I could start trying to make a run south. If I basically do the march action over here... Ooh, interesting. Well, 1, we're up to level 36. In fact, actually, we've leveled up repeatedly. I just kind of missed it. So, things we do need. Yeah, Rat Ogres and Helped Abominations. We do have Rat Ogres that are well experienced. So, Mutagenic Elixirs, absolutely, we can have that. Stand or Die replaces Rally. So basically, hang on, Rally was, which I don't think I've ever used, plus 16 leadership. So, or plus leadership and plus melee defense. It's kind of nice. Sure, why not? That's useful in a defensive scenario. Now, leadership up for Gutter Runners and Night Runners. Honestly, I'm never going to have those guys, but Whip Smart I'd like to have because it might be of use down the line. Also, I've literally never really looked down here, but down in the blues, Lightning Strike. So, Lightning Strike battles when reinforcements are present. So, character Lightning Strike battle means that you will not actually allow reinforcements to join the battle. That could be really useful a lot of the time, yes. And also, Draft Master's pretty good. Hang on, how many perks? Just like 4 here. But literally in Skrulk, I've never bothered taking any of these, because I don't find these particularly good. I mean, maybe I just take like all 3 ranks of Bonded Service for minus 15%, then 1 rank of Dictatorial, perhaps, and then that could be the end of it. Then just take Draft Master and then just take Lightning Strike, and that's it. Might have been worth doing at some point. Okay, let's try it. Let's try and get down towards actually Quetzal. Quetzal's basically unguarded. Okay, these forces around here... No, I'm going to fall back to Quetzal. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to fall back to Quetzal, and I'm going to recharge here for 1 turn. Okay, and everything's under control. And I can probably get rid of the Nest Nursery in favour of, like I was just saying, scrap that, and instead build some proper traditional barracksy stuff here. That'd be a good idea, yes. This, I don't know why I built this. I think I built the Pox Cauldron in the days when I thought Plague Monks were good. And they were, and they still are. It's just at this point in the game, they don't hack it anymore, unfortunately. And also, Rat Oaks. Yeah, this was really a place I built back when I had different views about what was good and what wasn't. Okay. Good amount of stuff taken out around here. And up north, we got Arkling floating around 2. Everything's okay. Is that a... That's a capital as well. Fine. So at this point, the ritual's happening between 3 capitals. I can't just go and snipe the ritual just because it amuses me. You're just here and I don't even bloody know why. I'm kind of curious what you're attempting to do. I mean, I assumed you were just here to settle Port Riva. Like you've just gone down and settled the Mud Islands or... Hang on, that's the... No, that's not you. Here you are. Yeah, the Mud Isles, which you've just settled down here. Even though to you it's completely uninhabitable. But screw it, just do it anyway, I guess. But yeah... Interesting. Okay. You just stay here, Arkling. I'm concerned about your well-being, because, potentially, Tyrion's coming this way. If he comes this way, you're going to need the help of a garrison, and speaking of which, okay, increase all of the garrisons. Like, whatever it takes, whack up these garrisons to max. The northern coast is pretty well secure. There's actually, you know what, we can make this better. Add back tunnels to Kotek. Don't allow that to fall. And screw it. We've got the money. Kotek, get it up to level 5. Tlax. Okay, this place can just have... This place has already got the iron smelter. This place can have improved walls as well. Tlax has already got its... Yeah, Tlax has got that. Hang on, that's... Oh, no, sorry, that's Zhu Hutak versus Zlan Huapek, because reasons. Yeah, that's all under control. This is making some money. Not much. Okay. Everything's fine. It's going to be okay. Just keep building walls in this part of the world. Don't worry about all this lot at the time being. How's Axotl doing? Axotl's under control. Here, have level 3 exotic animals and whatever. Axotl is level 3 and has got this. Okay, and that's growing pretty quickly at this point. Okay. We can stand and fight here if need be. What about down here? Level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3. This could do with some additional covert choke points, because screw it. Everything just gets walls. Sentinel of Time also gets walls, because everything gets walls. And you guys are still training, and everything down here is... I think literally every settlement on the map now, like any settlement that doesn't have walls, I'm tearing down existing economic stuff to build walls. Oh yes, and send my extremely unexperienced, terrible assassin to just 20% chance try and take care of any of this. And yeah, he's failed again, but he's going to level up from doing it, so it's fine. Just become a specialist at 1% chance. Maybe just going to take the assault units just in case. Hang on, where's my actual assassin? He's flipping over here somewhere. Oh, bloody hell, Shrek. It's going to take you a while to get down to it, sir. I've got one over here that might actually be able to make it faster, but you've already done something this turn. Yeah, you weakened the elf army, helping this win out. Sheaf is just going to stay there. Do we actually want to send... Yeah, we can send reinforcements north because Chant is nearly done training what's going to be an inexperienced but still good quality army. Yeah, next turn, both of them can start barreling north. Fine. Time to see where these guys go next, because they could go in a few different directions at this point. Quetzal, move towards Axotl, move towards Itza. They might just be focusing on Itza. If we can just have one more turn in Itza, I think with Vecteek and the garrison here, we'll be safe against any attempt to take the walls. Ah, but first up, Ulthuan, Tyrion. Where's he? Okay, good. He's naffing off back north. Whatever he was planning, he's thinking twice about it for the minute. Probably because he's about to begin his ritual. The Lizardmen intervention has attacked Nagarond. Understandable, really. In fact, I'd be surprised if the High Elf intervention didn't attack Nagarond. Generally, Tyrion and Malekith don't seem to be great friends. As, you know, a general rule. Queekhead Taker has still got slaves in his army of Doom Wheels and Warp Lightning Cannons. Of course he bloody does. How's the war with Tor-Elasaur going, by the way? They've kind of been beaten back, but they've still got strong elven armies floating around. I feel like Queekhead Taker might still lose the odd territory yet. That must be such an annoying fight, because they're just kind of showing up from the sea. The only way to stop them is literally to go up to their islands, take them, and probably you can't even hold them. You just need to burn them down. Now, Clanskaya. Clanskaya, my old friends, who just... Yes, finally, you're doing the sensible thing. They've set up on Port Reaver. Good, that's a little, basically a road bump between me and them, and I assume you're going to the Forgotten Isles? Maybe? No? The Dust Gate. You want to settle the Dust Gate? Well, that's fine. And there's... Oh, no. Oh, it's the French. They probably want to stop the vampires. Right. Showdown between the French and the vampires. Both of... No. They're naffing off to... Where are you going? Hang the flip on. Are they heading back towards the Pox Marsh? Okay, could be interesting. Right. So, the vampires have now come in here. They put that place under siege. And where is the vermintide going? Okay. Vermintide number 1 puts that place under siege and... Right, Lord Skroker's also... Lord Skroker's intercepted this force. This is the damaged one. That's fine. I'm happy to auto-resolve that one as that's the damaged one. We took some knocks, but we can pretty much heal it off immediately. We've also found an ambusher. We've detected a force belonging to... Wait, what? Where? We have not detected that force. I feel like that was someone who wasn't us. Lord Skroke has also become the Exterminator. La-di-da. Skaven are a disease, a cancer on this world. You are a plague and we are the cure. I feel like this is not a thing Lord Skroke would say. Right, so. State of affairs right now. Everyone has basically managed to get themselves into... around here. Interesting. These guys, unfortunately, using the underway, were able to get themselves to Itza pretty quickly. But this force, no, he wasn't actually able to get his troops trained. But this place is going to stand for a long time. And you have... No, you haven't, but Alchemist Spark, the Mighty, has managed to level up, which is just flipping marvellous. What else can we do with you? Overseer is... That's just Leadership Aura. That's not worthwhile. That's the level 3 thing. That's just plus 40%. Then the Speed on Sapper I can do without that. I could just give Arms Dealer up. Yeah, 20% ammunition. Sure, why not? Do that. Now... Big questions. What are we going to do with the forces now on Itz's doorstep? Because there's a chance we might actually be lucky enough to ambush these bastards. And Vecteek means I can sally forth. So, because he's a normal lord, he might just be able to get the ambush in, which would be great. And yes, indeed he does. So, that is just marvellous. The ambush has been successful. As a result, no reinforcements. The garrison from the city is a good, strong force. So that means we can just auto-resolve this. And Hellkeek has been potentially not killed. His army's still on the field, but it'll do for the time being. Screw it. In that case, I'll take leadership plus 4 because I don't get any healing from actually eating. So, we've taken one of them out and they are now running. This force is... Are you still training those troops, by the way? No, you're not, but you've leveled up. That's good. Blade Master 2. Just keep getting better at that whole business. Nice. Also, he's picked up the Sword of Swift Slaying. Excellent. And Warpstone Sculptor. Lardy flipping dar. Yeah, people have been flagging to me, by the way. I think I completely forgot to actually, actually install those people onto any of my generals. So had I actually been installing the actual, engineers and warp pit, whatever, onto my generals, then I would have been getting the benefit. But because they weren't being auto-applied, they were just kind of waiting in the wings. Yeah, I haven't been getting the full proper benefit, which is a bit of a shame. Right, you... Oh, you can't even make it over here. Assassins are apparently slower than an army in the underway. Right. What's left? There's this force here that's garbage. Morphage is pretty much a full force, but Hellkeek has been pretty smashed. At this point, I think we can be pretty confident just sending... Yeah, just sending Lord Scrope forward. Because Morphage, I think we can basically beat one-on-one, because Hellkeek doesn't really count for anything. And with that done... We've pretty much cleaned out the first wave of the final ritual. And I imagine it'll be on turn 10, the next wave shows up, which I'm going to guess is Chaos. I'm going to guess that's all the flipping Chaos in the world. So this, we should be able to pull off here, assuming there's no more... No, there's no more leveling up to be done. Fine. Scrokey Scroke, let's do it. So, out Scroke comes at this point, and if I'm right... No, that was an ambush. Even flipping better. That means we can clear this guy out with no problems at all. We didn't lose anyone, and we can get a tiny bit of health back that way. So that means we don't even need to deal with this. And Scroll levels up 37. Now, what's the right thing for... Oh! Do you not have flipping Blastmaster? Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realise you didn't have that. Right, well, you should probably have that then. Now that you've actually got Whip Smart, Standard Iron, Mutagenic Elixirs. Sorry, I forgot you needed to actually have that yet. Yeah, we definitely need to get you that, because that's extra bit of ammunition and also reload time reduction for these guys. So, yeah, increase in DPS on my actual globe throwers. That's definitely worth having. And if we're really lucky, we move over here, this guy is going to have, yep... It's going to be an ambush, and it's going to involve the actual reinforcements from the city. Right, well, that's a nice, easy one then. Yes. Okay. Scroll can eat his way back up again. This force just keeps going. Armor of silvered steel. I feel like you wouldn't want silver steel. I feel like steel's pretty good the way it is. If you silver steel, then you just make it softer. Blastmaster 3, spot on. And Scroll at level 38, in which case there's now nothing left but these bastards. So, come and have a go, but we've pretty much managed to clear it out. In which case now we can be pretty comfortable with saying, Quetzal, you get on with the actual, Wait, hang on, what? Why can I not have a... Sorry, wait, hang the flip on here. Oh, there it is. Good. I think I was hovering over the wrong thing there. Yeah, what we need here is just a basic clam pit to get us up towards Storm Vermin so I can train Storm Vermin here. Now, priorities for money. Get these new armies trained up. This guy will be ready in 2 turns to go and basically squat on Oixel or Choppyotl. Whatever. Don't care. Learn my lesson this time. Even if 10 bajillion things do show up, always leave 1 full stack army on the cities involved in the ritual. Just in case. With the possible exception of Oixel and Choppyotl, we can probably handle that. I mean, Choppyotl just keeps refusing to show up, so it's fine. Also, maybe just go and, like, send a guy round all of these treasures, because there's a lot of treasures floating off the coast around here. So that's probably got to be worth a lot of flipping money pretty much straight away, yes. Still, okay, you, what can we do with you right now? Yeah, you still can't, why can't you global recruit? I feel like you should be allowed to global recruit. Like, you're, okay, put you into March, put you back into normal, make you step outside, then make you step back in here. Okay, now he can. I don't know why he couldn't before, but now he can, and isn't that just fabulous? So he's actually in the area where we've got the construction cabinet Choppyotl, so he can just train his own Plague Claw catapults. So let's basically give him a whole bunch of that stuff, and blimey, there's 7 slots around here, and I love it. So those are going to be done in 2 turns. Other than that, we need more Deathglow Bombardiers, obviously. And as it's going to be another round yet, I'm also going to give him... Screw it. I'm going to give him 2 Warp Fire Throwers, because that's just hilarious. And then, after that's done, yeah, we can just kind of fill him up with something else later. That's okay. So he's up to 15, and these guys are already moving up. This force up here is a little bit more difficult to populate, to be honest. But screw it, we need to be recruiting something. So we may as well just give him... I tell you what, if we go slightly heavy on the old ogres, they don't even cost that much to maintain, to be honest. 180 on the upkeep's pretty bloody low. So I'm going to give him some infantry to start off with, and also double rat ogres, because rat ogres are okay. Like, they're not great, but they'll flippin' do. And that's good enough for the time being. Yes, let's just leave him here. And yeah, he can just recruit. Das Fitzer. It's just, ooh. It's just ready for level 5. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's pretty darn good. Let's get that underway. Nice. We've got the money for that. And we've got plenty of money just coming in general. But I think I just spent... Because I'm kind of curious. I did see a Lizardman intervention force just kind of popping in. That's level 4. Yeah, 11,000. I'd say, just for fun, just because I kind of want to see what's going on in the world, as long as I'm not the first force to arrive... I would say it's not a bad idea to just send an intervention force over to Nagrod. Because I know the Lizardmen are already there. And I'll probably spawn at the same one. So, hang on. Where have I just spawned over here? And have I spawned... Yes, I have indeed spawned in the same place. So, Dracula's Spire is already being taken care of. And if I'm very lucky, my intervention force, after these guys inevitably fail, will move in. And this is a force of... Doesn't look great, does it? Now, that's the weird thing, like, you know, when, like, you know, you actually get a big force of elite intervention forces from the Lizardmen. Oh, Carnosaurs and all sorts of things. An elite force from the Skaven, it doesn't feel that elite, does it? Just because Storm Vermin are... They're fine, but they're not great, are they? They're not exactly that good at all. So, Scalpos, nice that you've got a unique name at least, and he has got 4 Doom Wheels. After these guys fail, he can have a crack at Dracula's Spire, and hopefully we'll be able to pull something off there. And if we're lucky, the High Elves will get involved too, and that'll be fine. Now as for Sheaf, yes, Sheaf was going to barrel north if he was needed, but I feel like this is now under control. So what Sheaf should probably do instead is... How's his force? His force is okay, but it doesn't have the bombardiers. It does, however, have plenty of artillery. Okay, Sheaf, get yourself into March stance, get over to Choppyotl. Alright, I don't believe for one flipping second this is all done yet, so get over there and prepare to defend Choppyotl. And as for Vomik, he can just stay close by to Oixel for the time being. Fine. That all works for me for the minute. We've made a good bit of progress there. Sacrifices have been made, but we have managed to finally get on top of the vermintide. Now the question is, ooh, is it going to be when it hits 10 or 15 the next round shows up? Because if the game's feeling really mean, it'll be 15, so it'll be next time. Even if they do show up next time, now intervention armies can't show up, because I've already sent an intervention force, so I cannot send another one. So that's fine. I was about to say no sign of Ulthuan, and we haven't seen Tyrion alright, but unfortunately, yes, the ritual has most definitely started, the ritual of the Defender, because the Lizardman Intervention Force has already gone over there. Fine. So we should, again, go and back up that force. Interestingly, Nagorond not sending intervention forces at the High Elves, and High Elves not sending them at Nagorond either. That is intriguing. Now, over to my Skaven Intervention Force, which presumably is just going to bum around and do nothing, so it's going to wait for its chance to get at the city. Because right now, it can't do so, because, yeah, actually those guys are there. It's a shame they can't ally. You'd think they'd, like, you know, work together. Oh, he's just going to raid for the time being. Ah, that's fine. He's just going to raid there. That's A-okay. And then we've just got Tor Elisor continuing their never-ending war to destroy Queek Headtaker, which I'm totally okay with, because it means they stop their never-ending war to destroy Lord Skrolk. Now, presumably Clan Sky is going to... No! Clan Sky is not going after the Dustgate. Are you trying to hunt down a Black Ark? They actually are. Did you just sink a Black Ark? No, you attacked and lost against the Admiral, which is just sad for you, but never mind. And as for this force here... Ah! They're deploying agents. Okay, so they're now deploying assassins against the various remaining lizard cities. That's fine. Now, are the French going to turn back to deal with the vampire invasion? Yep, they are now coming back. So, at this point, no, they're not making for land. They're just heading for... They're just heading for their main city. Right, okay, so at this point, the vampires might actually... No, they're not moving in. They're waiting. Now, the unknown Skaven clan, down to the last few, what are you guys planning to do? You guys are genuinely planning to attack that. Okay, so... We've got 16,000 gold right here. Itza is back under there. Intensive training's done. Was that leading into something? Oh yeah, that was leading towards hero action cost down. Fine. Exotic martial arts for getting Skaven assassins up to snuff. Marvellous. And then Quetzal, just get this moving up as well. Very soon that'll be at level 3. And that's fine. So Lord Skrolk can just basically move in over here. Probably he doesn't really need to be honest. But screw it. Lord Skrolk can just head over here, help out, and I think that'll be the end of the vermintide. I really hope by doing that I haven't just immediately triggered the arrival of the next stage, because that would be unfortunate. No, we've got the standard of discipline, and helper attendant number 19. Okay. Nothing immediately. And also, Skrolk is up to level 39. Right, does he need any of this? That's just clan rats. That's just night runners. That's just... Actually, you know what? Mold and knowledge might not be the worst thing in the world at this point. What else can I do that's remotely good? Because I don't want him getting involved. There's no point in him getting involved in the actual fighting. Herald of Decay, no. Sneaky missile resistance is not terrible, I guess. Probably the best thing I can do at this point is, yeah, just slightly increase the strength of the charge. Does it get any better? Get speed up, actually. Speed up 10% is not so bad for Rat Ogres. Yeah, screw it. Let's get that moving up too. We may as well just kind of finish him up with the next 2 skill points by just maxing out that tree as well. I'd say that's good enough for a Lord Skrolk. And also, don't forget Alchemist Spark, because Alchemist Spark is the best. So get Evasion, and then we can take Cracked Call next time. Beautiful. Okay, where do we want Lord Skrolk to go? And this guy is... Oh, this guy once again failed to train his units. He got put under bloody siege. Bloody hell. Right, just keep it going. Keep it flipping going. One of these days, sooner or later, you'll pull it off. Skrolk... You, I don't want him to waste his strength going up to Chaka and actually colonising that. That strikes me as a bad idea. I'm just going to send him to Quetzal because now we know the enemy can spawn in the north. It feels like the north is probably the vulnerable point, so that might be where they decide to go next, yes. However, as we know the lizard men have already moved against Ulthuan, go on then, let's just send that into... Though actually, I could also send it into... Ooh. I could just send it into Hexotl. I kind of feel like Hexotl's actually maybe the softer targets. That'd be kind of funny. Though actually, if it goes to Machu Peaks, then it's not going to work. Because I know for a fact they've got a big army that was heading that way. Screw it, I'm just going to send another big force, a desperate intervention towards those guys. Where even is that? Oh, it's finally showed up in the right position. Good. Absolutely marvellous. So, but there is actually a big army in here. Actually, not a big army. Only 11 stack. How big is this place? It is level 5, but it doesn't have a garrison. Okay, just for once, there's no garrison here. Okay, so Fadarif, you might stand a flipping chance. You just might stand a chance here. So, well done. Well flipping done there. Just basically keep it going. And we live in hope, basically. Because, yeah, that's the only one that's remotely actually accessible. And that's it. It's been Angario every time. Then I can't really say that in all fairness. I've been Chopper Yotl every single time. So I can't complain that they keep getting the same one over and over too. How's this one? Okay, that force is 1 turn away from having a full stack. At which point we'll just march it straight up to Oixel. And this guy is looking okay as well. Yeah, 1 more turn, we'll have some space to basically fill out all of that. And then we can spend, then we can spend another turn or 2 just basically filling out the rest of this army, probably just with Storm Vermin. And then I'd say actually that's going to be 2 good armies to replace the ones that have been lost. After that point, simply get this guy back over to Choppyotl. I'm not sure we can quite make it. I think he might be... Oh, no, he might just be able to make it. That's nice. Well done. So he makes it over to Choppyotl. And then, no, not quite he doesn't. Choppyotl, speaking of which, is... Yeah, it's got the level 5 defensive buildings. So that's absolutely fine. It's got Doom Rockets. It's got one hell of a garrison. No one's getting in there. Same deal with Oixel with a proper army. And soon, Lord Skrog. If need be, Lord Skrog himself can guard it, sir. Because he has got the army to pull it off, alright? And then we can just basically say, screw the rest of the Empire. If they want to go around, that's fine. Maybe we'll catch them. Maybe we won't. Doesn't even flipping matter. And then you are finally going to be able to train some of this. But, yeah, in a few turns, hopefully you'll be able to actually get... actually, it's 5 turns away before Storm Vermin show up. Possibly you should just head south, actually. Maybe rather than doing that, you should just head south to training. Yeah, that's a better idea. That is a better idea. You actually level up. How many skill points? Just the 1, actually. You know what? Everyone always needs engineering skill. Actually, no, Blade Master. Just be good at fighting. That's your job. Be good at fighting. Why don't you just go as far as you can to the south, over to here, and then next turn. No, not to there. No. Not to there. Just get as close as you can to the south and then use the underway next turn to make it back to where you want to be. That is good enough. So basically, yeah, next turn we'll just underway. We should be able to get back into Oixel. Then he can start training a good army there. In which case, Skrog should probably get into Itza just to make sure it's properly guarded. And speaking of this place, it's under control. Everything's under control for the time being. Tyrion's naffed off somewhere. Who knows where. These guys are just floating around here. And Skeggy is... It's pretty well guarded. I shouldn't bother wasting intervention money. I need to keep training armies. I need the money to train armies. Because this surplus is not going to last. I'm going to try and train back up to at least 5 full stack armies. Ideally 6. Before the next wave shows up, whatever that is exactly. And I'm kind of hoping that's not about to happen momentarily. Right, back to the turns here. So, Lothern at this point. Ooh, yet more Confederation. Ooh, wait, hang on. Confederation with Tor Elisor? Oh, blimey. Right, so at this point, presumably, yeah, Lothern pretty much has a great big... Did you just abandon the city? Yeah, people in the comments were telling me this. It's just, we're not sure whether it's a bug or not, but... Yeah, cities that have access to the sea, the army can just basically naff off and say, screw it, I can't be bothered with this siege. So, potentially, it would appear that those guys have sacrificed one of their ritual cities. Which is an interesting thing to do, you know, while you're doing the final, most important ritual. Also, I don't feel good for Clan Sky right now. Yeah, that didn't work out so well for them. They didn't sink, though, so that's nice. They're probably about to. Yeah, then they did. Sorry, Clan Sky, you probably should have just settled the dust gates, to be honest. And yes, indeed, there we do have... Flipping Tor Elisor have now been taken over by Lothern. So Lothern are now directly fighting against Queek Headtaker, but I'm not sure they're actually that well equipped to do it, because they're going to be funneling money towards trying to get the ritual done. The ritual that they've just flipping abandoned. So this might actually be an opportunity for Queek to expand a bit. So that'd be fun. And speaking of which, the Dark Elf intervention has indeed attacked Lothern. Excellent. So, that is just looking better and flipping better. I think that actual little place up top, we should actually be able to take that and flipping scrap it. Though, admittedly, they've got like 18 turns to fix the damn thing. So, speaking of the Dark Elf Intervention Force, let's just kind of get eyes on that. Is it a good one? It does appear to be on a dragon. Everyone else showed up with dragons. I kind of forgot to show up with dragons, which is... Oh! Hello? Yes! So, it would appear that that place has been completely flipping scrapped, and as a result, my intervention force is just going walkies. I guess it's going to go and try and find the next one. It's a terrible idea, to be honest. Back over to France. So, France is still not sure what it wants to do, except weirdly, the one thing it knows it doesn't want to do is bother rescuing its own territories from the vampires that are currently besieging it. So... did they attack that? I think... oh, they did! They've taken that. For some reason, the camera didn't go over to it, but that totally just happened. Also, the Wood Elves are doing pretty well this match, all things considered. They've just taken over some territory right by flipping Queek's capital, which is damn good. Puppets of Chaos are also just floating around. Presumably, they wouldn't attack me. Right? No. No, that's fine. Weirdly, those guys have already got Puppets of Chaos, not Vermintide. Yeah, we knew about the Confederation. Scheme of Doom, and Grist for the Mill. Construction cost 15% down for all buildings, all regions. La-di-da. Bones can be ground into rich cement. Good fate for ailing slaves. Though apparently in 4 turns we're going to forget we did that. Or possibly realise it wasn't such a good idea after all. Who flipping knows? Yeah, you took that, didn't you? Yes! Sorcerer's Island now bloody belongs to vampires. Well, la-di-flipping-da. Well done. You didn't even take many casualties taking that. Excellent. So, if we're very, very lucky indeed, hang on. You guys, how much territory do you actually own? You own 3 settlements. Oh, there they are. There's all 3 of them right there. So, if we're very lucky, the flipping vampires might just basically swing by all these territories, because it's... this is the capital, and then there's... yeah, this is just a little town that's not important, and then there's another town down here. Yeah. If we're really lucky, this force could basically smash the French power once and for all, which would work for me. Works for me very, very nicely indeed. And yeah, my force is just saying, ah, screw it. Whatever. We'll just kind of wander around. I don't think we want to go down this way, to be perfectly honest. I feel like sooner or later there's going to be stuff coming. If I actually get these guys here, if I give them a war coordination target of, what's this place? Has this actually got... yeah, that place has actually got a garrison. So that place is actually relatively well guarded. So we'd probably flip and lose it. To be honest, I'd rather they just hung around here and tried to protect this place. Because you're not going to be able to flipping take Angario. I'm sorry, but you're not. So that's just not going to flipping fly. If you're willing to accept it, I'm going to give you the war coordination target of just here. Just basically burn some more stuff around here, and hopefully that'll just slow you down enough that these guys can lead the charge. Now, what's going on over on this side of the world, by the way? How are the lizard men doing? The lizard men are still putting the place under siege for the time being. Marvellous. And no sign of reinforcements, because it's a very long way out of the way. So, actually, I've been lucky. All the other rituals at the minute have basically got, yeah, one ritual site that's way out of the way, miles away from the main empire, and difficult to get to. So, mine, meanwhile, I suppose I've got Itza, but Itza's pretty well guarded. Though I suppose those places were well guarded too. You, just go to normal, inch Chopiotl. We're to 14 turns, and no one else has shown up. You, 20 out of 20. Okay, that is a decent army. Chant, I think this is the 3rd person in the Empire who's been called Chant, is ready to go. And this force around here, which has got itself plenty of artillery, just basically, as far as I'm concerned, more flipping storm vermin and 3 more slots. Oh, perfect. 3 more slots, so in 2 turns, we'll have everything we flipping need there. And you've got Warpfire throwers coming in. Very, very nice indeed. You know what, screw it. Just give them a little bit more in the way of this stuff. And then 1 more Plague Claw. That will be perfect. So Pustin is going to have another really, really good army. At this point, the armies that were imperfect are being replaced by really solid armies. Really damn solid ones. And Lord Skrog himself can take position in Itza. which is currently being upgraded as fast as we can flip and upgrade the damn thing up towards level 5, where we'll gain an even flipping bigger garrison, and we can slap extra wall defences, doom rockets, all the rest of it, while Shriek finally makes it to the right part of the world to actually help out. I'm not going to bother resettling Chaka or any of the rest of it. We're literally about to, like, you know, blow up the vortex and doom the world to endless disease. So that's fine. Let's just focus on that. Like, you know, one task at a flipping time, alright? Let's not do too many things at once here. And Arkling, with almost certainly the weakest army going at the minute, at the bare minimum, he's being backed up by a good-sized garrison. So that's a bad army, but it's a huge one. I don't see anyone being able to break that, to be honest, especially if it fights on the walls. So, I think we're in good shape. And Paux is a bit on the vulnerable side, so I'd like to get that up to level 4. In 3 turns, that'll be level 4, or rather, move towards level 4. Then I can get this upgraded, this to level 4, and then this upgraded up towards, yeah, a few more bits and pieces. I'll feel better once we've just got a little bit more defense there. Just in case, though we do have good visibility of this road. We'll see them coming if they decide that's what they want to do. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for now. We have broken the back of the vermintide. 14 turns left to go until we actually hit the flipping end of the 5th ritual. And then, presumably after that, the final battle. But there's more yet. There's no way that was flipping it. No flipping way. I'm going to guess the forces of chaos are going to be strolling up to our cities yet, but I think we're ready for them. The armies we've been retraining, the new kids that have just come through, are still loyal. 10 out of 10 loyalty on Chant, and 8 out of 10 on Pustin II. Sheaf, still around. Probably not got the best army at this exact moment in time, but screw it, it'll do. In fact, actually, you know what? You can have some new stuff as well. What territory are you in? Can you train locally? No, you can't train locally right now, but screw it, I don't care. I'm just going to get rid of these Death Runners. I feel like they're not contributing much to the fight at this point. I'll keep like maybe 1 unit because they're kind of okay, but I'd rather globally recruit, yeah. Over the next 3 turns, I will simply get in Death Wind guys and 2 Poisoned Wind just in case anything large shows up, because that anti-large is useful. So that's all done in 3 turns. That will be a much more substantial army as a result of that. Death Runners are fun, but I feel like they're not the right thing for right now. And then these guys will be ready too, and that will be another great army. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Whatever comes next, hopefully, I'm flipping ready for it. But keep training armies. I'd like to get another full stack army up, if at all possible. Speaking of which, can you get in the underway and get under the mountain? Can you get to... Oh, gosh darn it. You can't quite make it, can you? How about to here? Can you make it to... No. He can't quite make it. That's very irritating. Fine, just get over here, and next turn, get down into Oixal. Vecteek will hopefully be the guy who, 10 out of 10 loyalty already, can actually train an amazing army that can just charge around smashing stuff. Because Skrulk, well, actually Skrulk needs to do it. After all those fights, Skrulk didn't gain a single bit of experience on any of these lads, because unfortunately, yeah, basically all the armies he fought died automatically to all of this lovely artillery fire. But at least he's got really, really good artillery, alright? He's got bloody good artillery with ridiculous flipping range on it and ridiculous flipping power on it. That'll do the job. We will pick things up next time, ladies and gentlemen, and wait for the inevitable forces of chaos to arrive for the final showdown before the real final showdown coming up very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Total War Warhammer 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Oh no! Oh dear! America's decided they do not like us! Just want to finish off China. I can die happily. Well, not happily because there's nuclear fire involved, but moderately happily. There we go! I've just started... Oh god. The Earth was fun, wasn't it? We can all agree the Earth was great.